So see my dear student, according to the question, here is a one convex mirror which focal length is f, one is a plane mirror and this is object. Distance between plane mirror and object is x, distance between plane mirror and convex mirror is y. If you will read the question, then it is given that image formed by plane mirror and image formed by convex mirror both coinciding at a point, right? Then we have to calculate focal length this. Okay, so we know that if image, the object is left side of the plane mirror, then definitely image will be right side. Maybe image here, maybe image here, maybe image here. But second condition is given, image formed by both will coincide. It means definitely image should be somewhere here. Assume here image, okay, and assume this distance with respect to mirror is v. Assume this distance with respect to mirror is v. So just apply the concept for plane mirror. We know that for plane mirror, what? For plane mirror, object distance is equal to what? Image distance. Object distance is equal to image distance. So what is the object distance here? X. And what is the image distance? So image distance become y plus v. So y plus v. So v becomes from here x minus y. Okay. Now for convex mirror, right? So you see here for convex mirror, what is the object distance? This become object distance from here to there. So u becomes minus x plus y. Now from mirror formula, 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to what? 1 by f. So this become 1 by v, because image in the direction of incident ray, so we will take positive, minus 1 by, this become x plus y is equal to 1 by f. Put the value of v here. So this become 1 by x minus y minus 1 by x plus y is equal to 1 by f. Now solve this one mathematically. What will happen? X plus y minus x minus y divided, this become x square minus y square is equal to 1 by f. So after solving this one, this become 2y by x square minus y square is equal to 1 by f. So f is equal to x square minus y square by 2y, and this will be our answer. Right guys? So see this whole question, very easy question and also very good question, right? Okay. Video such kind of question we can solve by taking two axes, one along the principal axis, one along the perpendicular to the principal axis, it means transverse axis. So one by one. Case first, along the principal axis. So along the principal axis, I have already given the formula. Velocity of image with respect to mirror is equal to minus m square into velocity of object with respect to mirror, and this will represent along the principal axis parallel. So right, along the principal, this is a along principal axis, along principal, okay, and this is a along transverse, right? So see, velocity of image we don't know, but along the principal axis, so here velocity of mirror is what? Minus 6 I cap. So this will represent, this is the basically velocity of mirror along the principal axis, so this become minus 6 I cap, okay, is equal to minus m square velocity of object along the principal axis. So this will be velocity of object along the principal axis 4I cap minus of velocity of mirror minus 6I cap. So here velocity of image will be plus 6I cap is equal to minus m square into 10I cap, equation first. Now we have to calculate what will be m. So see what given, u given, f given, so we will calculate m. Here we can calculate anywhere. M is equal to f by f minus u. Put here minus 30 by minus 30 minus 20. So this will finally come 3. So well, from equation first, see, from equation first, velocity of image plus 6I cap is equal to minus 9, because m is what, 3. See, m is what, 3. So 3 square become minus 9, 3 square 9, or already minus there, into 10 I cap. So this become minus 90 I cap. So from here velocity of image becomes minus 96 I cap. But this is a actual velocity of image. This is the actual velocity of image. It means velocity of image with respect to ground. If anybody asking to you what is the velocity of image with respect to mirror, so velocity of image with respect to mirror, this one. So it means we no need to do this one. If you will just take this term only here, so this side become minus 90. So this become minus 90 I cap. So this is the velocity of image with respect to mirror. This is the velocity of image with respect to ground along the principal axis, right? Now we are going to calculate along the transverse axis. So see on the next page. Case 2. Along the transverse axis. So yesterday I told velocity of image with respect to mirror along the perpendicular direction is equal to, if you will try to recall, then you will get m is equal to dh naught by dt minus m into d by dt u by v, because sorry, h here, not right, h naught. We know that this dh naught by dt is the velocity of object with respect to mirror along the transverse axis. So put this value, m is what, 3, and this value, see, this is what, velocity of object minus 5I cap, and this is what, 10. So basically velocity of object with respect to mirror along the transverse axis become minus 5I j cap minus 10 j cap, so minus 15 j cap. So here we can write this is a basically minus 15 j cap, okay, minus h naught is what, 2 centimeter, 10 to the power minus 2, because height of object given, okay. Now solve this one. So basically this become v by u. Solve this one, so this become u square, and u will be as it is, so this become dv by dt minus v into du by dt, okay. Now thing is that what is dv by dt? So already I have explained in the concept video. dv by dt means velocity of image with respect to mirror along the principal axis. So see, this is coming minus 45 j cap, and height of object 2 into 10 to the power minus 2, because it is in centimeter, into object distance u minus 20 centimeter, it means this 20 into 10 to the power minus 2, into du by dt. Sorry, what, dv by dt, right? Yeah, v by u, yeah. So dv by dt, so I already told you dv by dt means velocity with respect to mirror, right? So minus 90 minus v into 10. Again v is here variable. So first of all we are going to calculate v. So apply the mirror formula. What is the mirror formula? 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. So 1 by v, object distance 1 by 20 is equal to minus 1 by 30. So 1 by v is equal to 1 by 20 minus 1 by 30. So it is coming 1 by 60. So v is equal to coming 60 centimeter. Okay. Now put this value there. So velocity of image with respect to mirror along the perpendicular direction will be minus 45 j cap minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 into this become minus minus plus, this become 1800 10 to the power minus 2 minus object distance is what? Sorry, image distance is what? 60. So put here 60 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 10 divided object distance, this whole square become 400 into 10 to the power minus 4. So see, just we can take this calculation, this one get cancelled out, right? So this become 1800, this become 600. So finally become 1200 by 400, so become 300. So velocity of image with respect to mirror along the transverse axis is coming minus 45 j cap minus, and these are also will be in j cap because here we have selected the axis along the transverse. So this become 3 and this become 2, so this becomes 6 j cap. So this become minus 51 j cap. Okay, this is the velocity of image with respect to mirror. So here we can write velocity of image, actual velocity of image, it means velocity of image with respect to ground minus velocity of mirror with respect to ground, but direction should be along the transverse axis, is equal to minus 51 j cap. So we have already calculated, it is already given velocity of image. So see, this is along the principal axis and this is along the transverse axis. So this becomes basically 10. So velocity of image with respect to ground along the transverse axis minus 10 j cap is equal to minus 51 j cap. Solve this one. After solving, you will get this result is coming minus 41 j cap. So see, here object has two velocity, one along the principal axis, another along the transverse axis. So velocity of image with respect to ground becomes minus 96 I cap minus 41 j cap. Why minus 96? We have already calculated here. See, velocity of image with respect to ground along the principal axis minus 96 I cap minus 41 j cap. So this is your answer. Again I am telling you, these concepts are very easy. You have to only go by sequence. Like in this case you can see I have resolved this question in two parts. One along the principal axis, another along the transverse axis. And after getting the result, just I will compile, we will get the final result, right? Okay, thank you.